Welcome inside Fox 5 Sports Plus. Vince Sapienza coming from outside T-Mobile Arena in front of the media tent where it was UFC 300. Now for weeks that has been billed up to be one of the most anticipated, highly touted cards of all time. And based on the reaction of the crowd that is just now leaving, sounds like it has met its bill. Alex Pereira has defended successfully the light heavyweight championship with a first-round knockout over Jamal Hill. Everyone's going to be buzzing about that, but let's show you the one everyone is going to be talking about, not just tonight, but for the rest of history when it comes to MMA. This was for the BMF title. Max Holloway, Justin Gaethje, these two warriors went toe-to-toe for 5 rounds, and at the end of the day, with seconds left to spare, Holloway had this thing in the bag, but he says, no, let's throw down in the middle of the cage, going toe-to-toe with the highlight. The result, Holloway producing the highlight that will defend UFC 300, knocking out Gaethje cold and earning that title. As for the co-main event, we saw the first ever all-Chinese women's title fight with Zhang Weili remaining your strawweight champion, getting that unanimous decision off Yan Xiaonan. And kicking off the pay-per-view card was Bo Nickel. One of the most hyped young fighters in the sport, kept his perfect record intact, improving to 6-0, sinking in the rear naked choke on Cody Brundage in the second round. And one of the most anticipated prelims of all time, making her UFC debut, was two-time gold medalist Kayla Harrison, the newest name in the women's bantamweight division, absolutely dominated with a 5th-ranked future Hall of Famer Holly Holm, getting the rear naked choke in the second round. After the fight, she said she will be a UFC champion by the end of 2024. So again, the card lived up to the billing, and as we know, the UFC is a global promotion, but they call Las Vegas home, which is why we get those big name bills like UFC 300 right here at T-Mobile Arena. But it's not just big shows in the Valley, it's big time support in the community. Take a look.
We have kids to come and train, and we give them the platform to display discipline, honor, respect, and we teach them combat sports.
Skipper Kelp is a former professional boxer and the owner of Fight Capital Gym here in Las Vegas, whose goal now is not only to train the next generation of great fighters, but help kids transform into great people.
It really encourages you to do your best, and it gives you a security blanket. Like we got your back, essentially. And the Fight Capital Gym, the Fighting for the Future Foundation, we have these kids' backs.
And Kelp is not alone. This week, the UFC launched a multi-year partnership with the gym and the Metro Police Foundation that'll establish a youth mentoring initiative with select schools throughout the Valley. The program will target high-risk youth ages 12 to 17, providing equipment, coaches, and after-school tutoring for student-athletes participating in the program. Kids will also have access to 3 free MMA-based fitness classes per week.
It's everything, because a lot of these kids come from broken homes. When they get home from school, there's no one to look up to, no mentors, and sometimes in school it gets really rough. And when they come here, they get positive and reinforcement from people that have been in their shoes. And the discipline that we give them is something that transcends into their future life.
During the announcement, UFC President Dana White showed his support, taking some time to meet the kids. Also on hand were some current UFC fighters, Gilbert Burns and Vegas' own Khalil Roundtree Jr.
Growing up here, you know, like we didn't really have much. We didn't have like a lot of universities and things like that to kind of like look forward to. So I think having something like this is it's awesome. It changed my life. Had I not been able to come into a gym and been welcomed when I was younger, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
You see a guy that came from the same place, you know, coming from a social project with no opportunity, and giving him awards and inspire this guy, I think it can change a lot on this guy's perspective.
The reality is not every kid who comes through the program will become a professional mixed martial artist. But the goal that is achievable is creating a safe space, helping kids with their physical fitness and mental health.
They are people that these kids can relate to, and they've seen where they have started in life and where they are now. And it's so amazing when they got to see these people come in and realize, you know what, if I stay consistent and do the right things, I can have a great life and I can be a good person.